Wow, it's a podcast, baby. Welcome. Thanks for coming along.
Yeah, so pleased you're here. So pleased you're here to hear my tale of woe, and that is I work with an absolute grommet, and that's you.
A grommet like a young surfer?
No, like an absolute piglet.
Oh, my God. Oh, thank you. Piglets are so cute. Oh.
But piglets aren't known for being clean, are they?
Oh, yeah, that is very true.
And you're an animal around the office.
And we're talking about horrible co-workers and their nasty, gross little habits. And I tried to lead this conversation and it got really aggressively turned back on me. Who saw that coming? Not me.
Oh, I did.
13 24 10, get involved nice and early. These horrible workplace habits. And on that as well, best call this morning, $100 Reading Cinema voucher and $200 Beach House voucher. Little article popped up, Joe. It's on news.com. And you know that's where I go for all my information. It really guides me. Just a list of the disgusting, horrible things that maybe your co-workers are doing. I feel like this space at Nova, it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. I'll go through some of these with you, though.
Okay.
My first one is taking your shoes off.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I work at a different workplace where a couple of people take their shoes off. And it doesn't even have to smell. You just don't take your shoes off.
I love it how you're like, I work at a different workplace. We all know you work at Channel 7, mate.
What do you say? What do you mean? Oh, well, it's no with the Channel 7. Another one. Eating loud food at your desk.
Oh.
I mean, that's a no-brainer, isn't it?
I'm a bit of a celery fiend, so I kind of do that. But I'm very conscious of it.
You sound like it's bloody feeding time with that celery.
I know, but I try to be conscious of it. I try to nibble and go.
Yeah, well, do you do it with your mouth shut?
Yeah.
Well, that's fine then.
Thank you, Abby.
Okay. People reheating food that shouldn't be reheated.
Ooh.
In particular, fish.
Oh, no.
Salmon, tuna, and it stinks out the whole place. But maybe spicy foods in general as well.
Yeah. No, it's a good point.
Yeah.
We had someone in another place that I work as well do literally a roast lamb in the oven.
Yeah.
Work at lunch, and it stunk out the whole new room.
See, and every single workplace there's vegans.
Oh, yes.
Creates some separation, doesn't it?
Oh, I know, it really does.
Yeah, and finally for me, people who, when you do have your food, comment on what you're eating.
I like that. I do that. I'm that person. I always go, oh, what's that? Where did that come from? Did you make that last night? Oh, don't!
I hate you. Oh, what do you got there? Well, clearly it's a sandwich, Derek, you knob, for goodness sake. What do you want me to offer you a bite? I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, and then Jody wants a bite.
Yeah. Get your hands off my food.
Someone snapped my head off once because I was like, oh, what have you got for lunch? And she's like, stop asking me every day what I have.
And you're like, what's the weight of it? You're picking it up, like catching it. Oh, it's quite heavy, isn't it? What's the texture like? What does it feel like on my face as you smuggle?
So also on that list was there taking your retainer out and leaving it on.
Oh,
hang on a sec. Hang on.
Taking your Birkenstocks off and leaving them on the desk as well.
yeah.
No.
Were any of those things there?
What do you mean?
Because when you
I just said before, we have a really good workplace. Okay?
when you take your retainer out, it's like, can you remember off Ghostbusters, there was that character called Slimer?
Yeah.
And like all the saliva just goes like across the whole city. That's literally what happens when you pull yours out.
Yeah, Slimer had an issue with binge eating, didn't he? And he used to rarely chew. Well, that's good feedback.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually going all right then. If it's just a Birkenstocks randomly on a desk occasionally or just
randomly on my
retainers.
desk.
There's a few other things I'd say.
You go for it. Last week, Hayesy every morning comes in with a piece of toast and peanut butter in the office in the morning. Last week, I watched him drop it, peanut butter side down on the carpet.
No, he didn't.
Pick it up and
he didn't. No!
What's
3-second rule.
what should I have done?
You're an animal!
If it's got peanut down, that means there'd be fluff, there'd be gross carpet stuff on there.
Hey, thanks for completely turning on me in this break as well. We were trying to have a shot at everybody else.
Doesn't work like that in here.
Okay. At 13 24 10, the horrible things your co-workers do, and you can't include me.
Do you work with Andrew Hayes, 13 24 10? Is your workmate disgusting?
Oh, horrible workplace habits. Get involved.
Whatif.com helps Aussies make the most out of every trip.
Book a hotel, flight, late checkout and spa all before you can say brekkie buffet.
Jump on the Whatif app and get started.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Let's go to Ryan. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. What does your co-worker do?
I've got a couple of employees that don't tell me they're going to be late until they're already 5 minutes late. So I'm sitting there waiting for them for 20, 30 minutes every morning.
Oh, my gosh, that infuriates me because if someone sends you a text maybe half an hour before they're going to be late, Ryan, it's instantly forgiven because you can sort of plan and prep. But when you're sitting there and they're already late and say, I'm going to be late, and you go, yeah, well, no, you know what, Sherlock.
Yeah.
It's just disrespectful.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sitting there when I could have been going to get a coffee or something.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And you know what it says? You know what message that sends, Ryan? That's essentially like saying my time is more precious than yours.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, and you know why this is so ironic? Because most mornings, Jodie Oddie is late.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but she thinks I'm not going to expose that on air because she said something along, it's really disrespectful, those sorts of things.
Oh, listen,
Scandalous.
Scandalous indeed.
Excuse me, Ryan. Do I never not do my job? Do I never not get things done?
Excuse me, Ryan, why haven't you got Ryan? Poor Ryan, just caught up.
Don't try and turn everything round on me now because that's what we did to you. Let's go to Megan. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Good. Gross habits in the workplace.
Yeah, it's gross. I hope anyone hasn't just had breakfast.
Yeah.
I have a co-worker that instead of blowing their nose, spends the day snorting their snot back.
No.
Yeah. So all day, it's like a little piggy comes in the office and all we hear is all day.
So I think that's what they call in the medical profession hocking a loogie.
Yeah.
Is it not? Oh, yuck.
Yeah, wow. So are you ever tempted, Megan, just to give forth a bit of feedback?
Oh, look, sometimes, yeah. I'm not sure they know they're even doing that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the problem. I'm now attuned to someone in our workplace in the other one who blows his nose with alarming regularity.
Wow.
Like I'm talking once every half an hour, Megan, and
Yeah.
I can't unhear it now.
Hey, Megan, don't get us started on hanky users.
Now that's a joke.
That was a joke.
That's a joke. A joke. That's a terrible joke.
How good's humour to start your Monday?
Oh, I mean, would you want to start it any other way?
Nah,
And with a little joke off.
And how should we start it this morning? Because traditionally, you'll tell a joke, I'll tell a joke, and so will newsreader Abby.
Yeah.
Who
I'll go
just
first.
well, there you go. I guess it's settled.
Normally we do the strongest last, but there you go, Abs.
Well, I'm not the strongest, so I should never be last.
All right then.
All right, here we go.
How do you find Will Smith in the snow?
How?
Follow the Fresh Prince. Get it? Because he was the Fresh Prince of
Prince.
Bel-Air.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, the play on words.
It wasn't horrible.
Prince with Prince.
Yeah.
Very good. No, that's good.
Get it?
That's good.
Yeah?
I
Oh my
like
God,
it.
I actually think you got that, Hayesy.
Yeah, I dead set got
There's
that.
no like deadpan face over
Yeah,
it this morning.
yeah.
I'm a good actor, aren't I? All right, I'm hearing there's words that Jode's joke is actually quite good this morning.
It's not bad.
So I'm going to go next.
All right.
Okay, if you don't mind.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
So a man walks into a doctor's office, sits down and says, "Now, doctor, this may sound kind of strange, but I have 5 doodles." Taken aback, the doctor asks him, "My God, how do your pants fit?" To which the man replies, "Like a glove."
How do these
Now.
keep getting approved?
Well, that's the beauty of it, outside. I don't get approval.
That's good. I liked it. Okay, well, let's continue on the bawdy theme, shall we? 'Cause
Well, we're
mine's-
just sort of tiptoeing on
mine's
the edge.
a little bit blue as well.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Breaking news. A man was admitted to hospital today with 25 plastic toy horses stuck up his bot.
Oh, no.
Doctors have described his condition as stable.
I don't get it. What do you
What do you mean you don't get it?
well, everyone gets it except for me?
Horses stable.
Oh, my God.
Far out. You just have to explain it straight
get it
away
now.
so you
That's
get
good.
a reaction out of it.
No, that's good. I like that. There it is. Oh, that's good this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Very good
Three were
stuff.
good this morning.
Also, not too bad.
Deary me.
Feeling good.
Oh, God, I had a woman splain my joke to you.
You did, that's all right. Hey, can you do better? 13 24 10, give us a call, send us a text, 0400 919 919. Should we get a joke out of Tom Wren next?
We should.
Yes.
Listen, because horses, they live in a stable.
Stable, what, like a stable condition? What are you talking about?
The Weekend Sports Wrap with Tom Wren.
I mean, mean, if ever there was a theme song for Tom Wren,
Yeah.
This is
you,
me.
If you
That's it.
still had MySpace, that would be your song.
And it is 2 degrees, so what else do you wear but a suit jacket and a shirt and a pair of shorts?
That's nice. You're looking really, really sharp this morning, Tommy Wren. Welcome.
Great to be here. It is a chilly morning, coldest morning of the year, I think. And unfortunately, our footy teams were stone cold on the weekend as well.
Oh, my gosh. Where do you want to start? Let's go in order. Let's go with Port.
And it's absolutely marvellous if you're a Carlton fan. It's 4 in a row this season has been turned on its end.
Yeah, so if you're a Carlton supporter, the Blues are back, baby.
Yeah, 4 in a row for them, and Port's 13-match winning streak comes to an end. It almost felt like they were set up at selection, didn't it? I think sides before the weekend were 0-6 that had made 6 changes or more. Port made 6 changes, and they were just never in it. They were smashed from the start.
And you tell me, I mean, the bookmakers probably know, and the odds were coming in, but even before the game, Carlton were favourites.
Yeah.
You tell me the last time, what was it, second, we're playing 12th.
Yeah.
And Port's got such a good record at Marvel Stadium. Yeah, Carlton were favourites.
It's amazing, isn't it? And it's hard to come back from that, making that many changes. Zach Butters as well, said to have scans. He's got a bit of a sore groin, so that's disappointing. Let's hope that he's going to be okay. Darcy Byrne-Jones, he's only missed 3 games since he made his debut.
Yeah.
169 games ago, he's played 166 of the next 169, but he will miss. So they're going to look a little bit different again this week against Collingwood, and they've got a tough run coming up, Port. Then they've got the showdown, then Geelong away. 3 really difficult games.
Yeah, how quickly some of their supporters turn too. I mean, you talk about never tear us apart. You jump online after that game, and just after, for a side that's won 13 games straight and dropped one, geez, some of their supporters ripped into them.
It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
I still think they'll finish top 2, and Melbourne winning on the weekend against Brisbane probably helps them, but they've got to try and find a way to get 1 or 2 of those next 3 I just spoke about, and that is not going to be easy.
All right, let's talk about the Crows.
One of the great all-time wins for the Giants. Hostile crowd, Adelaide Oval, come from 17 points down at three-quarter time.
Oh, disappointing result for the Crows in a big milestone game, and it was all about the last quarter.
Yep, they're, fade out in that final term. 5 goals to zip. They're now back in 12th, Hayesy, and another tough run for them coming up as well. Kind of feels like that might have been their season, or their finals at least, slipping through their fingers on the weekend. Terrible result.
What happens to Rochelle?
Well, he's been offered a 2-week ban. I don't think they'll challenge it, Jodes.
Okay.
Hayesy, you're far better schooled to speak about this than me, but it seemed like they went after him a bit. Harry Perryman targeted him and the rest of the players. He's just going to have to learn to deal with that, because unfortunately, the way he handled it and he got angry, probably should have been given a few free kicks. They're going to do it again.
Yeah. So the thing about this situation is, and it's very easy for us to sit back and say, well, you shouldn't have done that. It was calming as well. On top of that as well, Josh is probably not in the form that he'd like to be in.
Yep.
So he probably goes into the game with some built-up frustrations. I know exactly that he's a young man who's full of beans and full of so much charisma and all that sort of things.
Yeah.
That he probably is a little bit vulnerable. So he'll learn a lot from that. But going after Josh Rochelle, I'm a massive, massive fan for this young bloke, the way he goes about it. When he celebrates, when he, just how open he is, we actually love it.
Yeah.
It's really good. So I hope he doesn't lose that, but yeah, he'll certainly learn from it.
And in a funny kind of way, maybe a chance to freshen up. He was starting to look a bit jaded and tired. He'll be disappointed, and so will the coach. I've got no doubt they'll have a couple of harsh conversations or just honest conversations, but he'll bounce back. But disappointing for the Crows, because they've got a few tough weeks, starting with Melbourne this week away, which is going to be very difficult.
Can we talk Wimbledon? Because I've been so astounded by the lack of coverage we've had here in Australia, because when there's no active Australians involved, we don't give a toss.
No, we only like winners, Jones. We only like the winners. But Carlos Alcaraz, I mean, does it feel like it might be the changing of the guard? Possibly. First time Djokovic has lost on centre court in 10 years at Wimbledon. 23-time Grand Slam champion. I think he'd won 35 matches in a row there. I mean, his record is phenomenal. And Alcaraz, this 20-year-old, the first player since, I think, Djokovic, Federer, Murray or Nadal to win Wimbledon since 2002. It's just been those 4 that have dominated the last 20 years. 5-setter overnight. It was a match for the ages. How many can he win? I think there's a good chance he could win upwards of 20.
See, this is why you're so good at what you do, because we were told that stat beforehand by our executive producer, and I couldn't remember it. So I'm so glad you did.
I was just reading, looking at the notes.
Very good. Hey, Rennie, before we let you go as well, of course, it is Monday, and you know exactly what that's meant. I mean, this bloke, if you don't know Tommy behind the scenes, he's as funny as he is good at reciting sports statistics.
So true.
So you got a joke for us,
So I've got one, and I've worked hard on this one as well. So a pair of cows were talking in the field, and one says, "Have you heard about the mad cow disease that's going around?" "Yeah," the other cow says. "Makes me glad I'm a penguin."
There you go. Oh, Joe's like that one.
I nailed that one.
You got the witchy laugh. I appreciate your time, Tommy. Good stuff.
Pleasure.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. This is so juicy.
Jody's Juice.
So the widow of MasterChef Australia host Jacques Zonfrillo posted a heartbreaking video on social media ahead of the show's season finale on Sunday night. So he obviously passed away in a Melbourne hotel room back in April. In an emotional Instagram reel shared on her late husband's account on Sunday, Mrs. Zonfrillo revealed that while she hadn't been able to watch any of the current season, the family was going to sit down and watch the finale. Take a listen.
We haven't been able to watch this season just yet, but we felt that tonight was an important one to watch. There's, like most families, there's moments across the year that are special.
US star Lizzo has set the record straight amid claims of a feud between herself and Taylor Swift during the opening night of her tour Down Under. So the About Damn Time singer kicked off the first of her 5 Australian shows at RAC Arena in Perth. And then someone held up a sign and it said, "I chose you over Taylor." And this is what she had to say in response.
Taylor Swift is amazing as well. And you don't have to choose, because I'm going to get you tickets to Taylor Swift. I'm kidding. I heart Tay-Tay too. Love Lizzo. There's no competition here.
Isn't it amazing? That's how everyone tries to win people over, by giving them Taylor Swift tickets.
Taylor Swift tickets. Isn't that amazing, though, that Lizzo's like, where's Lizzo going to get the Taylor Swift tickets from? Has she got contacts?
Imagine being one of the biggest artists in the world, and while you're on stage, you're giving away tickets to another artist.
I know, unbelievable
That
stuff.
seems outrageous.
Juicy.
Oh, in great news for toddlers everywhere, Bluey has been renewed for a 4th season. And who knew? I found out the other day that Bluey's a girl.
Did you really just jump onto that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, Bluey and Bingo.
They're both girls.
Both girls.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Girl power.
Yeah, girl power.
Puppy girl power.
Yeah, we've learnt a lot from Bluey. I feel like Bluey is really raising our kids.
Yep.
Including the use of a tactical wee.
Of course.
Even though I don't really need to do a wee, I'm going to do one anyway. Otherwise, I might wet the bed.
That's very clever, Bingo.
It's called a tactical wee.
Yeah, we do tactical wees each and every night. So it's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you do a tactical wee?
I need to do a tactical wee too, particularly after a few beers.
Yes.
Or I might wet the bed.
I know. I did a tactical wee yesterday before we jumped on the bus to go to Wollonga for an hour, and you don't want to get caught on the bus going to Wollonga on the freeway.
No, you certainly don't.
Having to do a wee, do you?
Yeah, you don't want to do a bush wee. So we do bush wees as well.
Do you?
And Henry thinks that whatever and wherever he is, as long as you say, I'm just going to do a bush wee, it's okay.
Yeah, right.
He tried to do a bush wee out the front of his school the other day.
It's not the bush, Henry.
God, mate, just pull your pants up. We'll take you to a toilet. No, it's all good, bush wee. And also, I don't know why the toilet still insists that the pants have to go right down to the ankles.
Right down to the ankles. There's no sort of halfway measure when toddlers do bush wees, is there?
It's toddlers and old men. Why? Why can't you just meet halfway? Anyway.
Juice.
Good stuff, Joe.
And that's Jody's Juice.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it is 7:54 on Adelaide's Nova 919.
Are you preparing for a tactical wee right now? Is that what's happening?
It's just for comfort. That's just for comfort.
Hey, I've just got a quick little one for you. This happened overnight. So Ed Sheeran's currently on his Mathematics World Tour, and he was in Detroit the other night. And, of course, Detroit is the home of the world's biggest rapper.
Yeah, Eminem, fresh off 8 Mile.
Yeah, and so he was. He said, I'm going to do a rendition of Eminem's song "Lose Yourself."
Yep.
And he's like, oh, man, the band only learnt it yesterday, so I might need some help. And guess who comes out?
How good's this? And do you reckon that Marshall Mathers would have been well received in Detroit?
Oh, you think?
Yeah. See, that would be so good.
I love that he has such a street background, but his name is Marshall Mathers III.
Yeah.
Like, that's not street.
Marshall's quite formal, isn't it?
No wonder he changed it to
Called
Eminem.
Marshall Mathers. I remember back in 2002, and me and a couple of mates went and saw Obi Trice. Remember Obi Trice?
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully she got some too. So he was performing with 50 Cent, and this was before the time of social media and all those types of things.
Yeah.
And basically Eminem gave birth to all these guys.
Yeah.
Heavily influenced. And there was rumours going around that Eminem was going to appear.
Yeah.
But he just didn't appear. And the whole time, the whole crowd, and I got to tell you as well, it was an interesting crowd at the Homebush 2002 watching Obi Trice, was just waiting like, where is he? Where's Eminem? And they got to the stage where they got to the end, and they were like, that's it. Everyone leave.
Yeah, right.
There's no more.
He's not coming.
He's not about to turn up.
Oh, no.
That would have been fun with Ed Sheeran. Who saw that coming as well?
I'm going to 50 Cent next year because they're coming to the entertainment centre, and I hope Eminem comes out on stage. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
I mean, that's a story in itself that you're going to a 50 Cent concert.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on this Daisy.
Mondays. Am I right? What a grind. You know, it makes you just spring out of bed and get stuck into it. A whole big solid injection of knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, let's go there. Let's take a little trip. 17th of July. Let's go back to 1955. That's when Disneyland opened in Anaheim in California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you confident with the pronunciation of Anaheim?
I'm pretty sure it's around about that sort of park, isn't it? That sort of figure?
Yep.
Yeah. And that's where Mickey Mouse was born, I think. Conceived out the back. I'm not sure. I don't know where Mickey was born. Anywho.
Mr. and Mrs. Mouse got real horny.
Mickey and Minnie. Whoa, get a room, you two. 1952, David Hasselhoff was born in Baltimore, in Maryland. Today is his 71st birthday.
Mitch? Yes, Mitch. Come on, man. You don't just protect the Bay. You are the Bay. The Bay needs you.
Oh, he's probably the only bloke on the planet who it's regarded as sexy, having chest hair that's a good 6 inches long.
Yeah, right.
It's aggressive, David Hasselhoff's hair, even in his prime.
Never thought about that, but there you go.
He can get away with a lot, that man.
Have you got chest hair?
Remember? No.
Or do you shave it all
clipped
down?
it off. Remember when the Hoff got aggressively drunk and he was trying to eat that burger?
Trying to eat a burger and his daughter filmed him. Oh my God, I'd be so mad at her.
You'd be flat. You'd be flat with her, wouldn't you?
Dad, just eat a burger. Get drunk.
Yeah, the burger won that battle too, by the way.
Didn't it?
The burger escaped.
The burger absolutely smashed his shirt.
Yeah. 1984, national drinking age in the United States was changed from 18 to 21 for the sake of David Hasselhoff. It should have been changed to 65. 2015, Marvel's Ant-Man starring Paul Rudd is released.
Did you think you could stop the future? You're just a thing. No, I'm Ant-Man.
Not a big comic book guy and never got into Ant-Man, but loved Paul Rudd, so I'm a little bit mixed and confused.
Did you have any comics that you liked as a kid?
No, we weren't allowed comics.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. We were allowed comics. We just were outside doing things.
On the
Kicking
bum.
the footy.
Yeah.
Picking up chicks. No, we weren't.
Garfield was my go-to.
I loved Garfield.
How good.
Yes. And John, gosh, he was a nerd.
Oh, what a
Such
nerd.
a nerd.
A little Oddie.
Yes. It's Odie, by the way. Let's not get it twisted.
He's changed his name to match mine.
His name's Odie. Number one song on July 17, 2001 was Hanging by a Moment by Lifehouse.
I love this song.
Who saw this coming? Not me.
No.
Hey, look at us.
Yeah.
Poor Rod.
Desperate for changing.